I just want to play Final Fantasy VII. Let's do part 6. Let's play this game. The longer I spend playing this game, the more I think it's a mistake to remake it, unless they make significant changes to the story. As you play the game, it just doesn't make any sense. So after saving Priscilla, we swim out into the water and call Mr. Dolphin. Mr. Dolphin then jumps us into the air so that we can climb up to Junin City. At this point, I'm really just impressed with the strength of this dolphin. So there's this quick cutscene with the airship that just feels great. I don't really have any complaints about that. Then you get caught by this guard. The guard mistakes you for a soldier, so now we have to dress up in a Shinra uniform. But this really doesn't make any sense because until this point, we've been killing and incapacitating hundreds of Shinra soldiers, so I don't really understand why we don't just knock these guys out too. So we sneak into the parade to impress some cameras, and then we do a performance for the president so that we can sneak onto some boat, and then we're on the boat, and all this is because we think this is going to lead us to Sephiroth. We have no evidence at this point of where Sephiroth might be, or why we need to get to him. It turns out that your whole crew has successfully gotten disguised and is hiding on the boat with you. Even your friend that's a lion is somehow disguised. They don't notice that he's a lion. They don't notice his tail or his crazy walk. This is just another reason why this game is so weird. It's so funny and silly one minute, and then they try to get all serious the next minute. So all of a sudden the music changes and you go downstairs to find that the entire crew has been murdered. This is some horror movie type stuff right here. And then Sephiroth comes out of the ground. And what does Cloud say? You're alive! Oh man, you're overlooking some things, buddy. Sure, this might be the first time in some years that you've seen Sephiroth, and I'm sure you'd be surprised to find him alive, but how about some fear? He just phased through the floor. He just passed through the floor. So then we fight some horrible monster, and luckily one of your teammates asks, what the crap is going on? Good question, because no one knows. Sephiroth went off searching for the Promised Land so he could become ruler of the planet. That was 5 years ago. What's the Promised Land? How's he going to become ruler of the planet? What is his plan? And then just now all of us saw Sephiroth, which also makes no sense. If this guy can obviously fly, pass through walls, and kill all kinds of people, then why is any of this necessary? Then there's an announcement. Dock workers, we will be docking in Costa del Sol in 5 minutes. Prepare for docking. Wait a second. There are like 10 dead bodies down here. How come the rest of the crew isn't freaking out about this? They're just casually preparing to dock? We're landing in 5 minutes. Prepare for dock. So the ship pulls in, everyone gets off, we go on a short vacation, the president gets off the boat, and Heidegger says, geez, what a long boat ride? No one noticed the dead bodies below deck? Who's unloading your stuff? So we meet Hojo, and Hojo tells us to head west. So we do. So we get to North Corel, where everyone hates Barrett. Barrett explains that the disaster at North Corel is all his fault. In the past, he supported the creation of a Mako reactor near Corel, and there's an explosion, and that raises lots of questions, but that's also not completely explained at this time. So we all get on the ropeway to the Gold Saucer. Yeah, amusement park. But why are we going to the amusement park? Because Sephiroth might be there? Maybe. Goodness gracious, this story is bonkers.